right, guys, it is 18 days till Brazil. It's 10:30 at night. I'm tired. It's a long day. Wasn't it, Rico? It was a long day. We officially connected dots, and the dogs are going to Greenville to stay with my friend Whitney. And I was like, it's gonna be fine. Vera's gonna be fine. And we got home, and she had scratched, or no, bit through the door frame in our bathroom because it was super windy today. So I'm asking everyone who watches these videos to pray for supernatural healing for my dog from anxiety, because when we are gone and it's windy, she is really has a hard time. Jesus, I'm gonna heal this dog. She's so sweet. She's so scared. We went to, it's not as productive as we planned. Lots of interruptions, some really cool God connection moments, and John Paul's truck broke down. I had to go pick him up. Just a lot of things that happened. He talked to a friend, his best friend from Brazil, that he hasn't talked to in maybe 30 years. He talked to him today for like an hour, which was really cool. We went to TJ Maxx this evening. We just needed to get out of the house. Nothing was getting done at home, so we just said, let's just go. So we got a suitcase that we needed. A friend is gonna give us another suitcase. I got this jacket. It's like a windbreaker. It's gonna be windy, and we're gonna whale watch and things like that. It's like really soft on the inside, but it's not super heavy. And I have the tags on it still, because I'm not sure how I feel about the color gray. I wanted the white one, but John Paul said that's not practical with children. He's probably right. We moved a piece of furniture out. Friends got some furniture, so this room is looking pretty sparse. Look at that. Loft is almost completely empty. Oh, this is exciting. I got these bags, and this is one of the things I'm very happy about. I got these bags. So this is like all of our magnet tiles. This is Legos and cars. No, put it back in there. And then, I don't know if I showed this already. And then here is the games. Where is it for me? Yeah, I think I told you guys about this already, but these make me really happy. I have one more of them, so go in there. All right. Whew. Yeah. That was a long day. I figured out all the logistics for getting the van. We're not getting a trailer. John Paul's gonna drive the van with Julia to Nashville, and then they're staying the night, and John Paul's gonna fly back. So we got that figured out. And what else happened today? So I had coffee this morning with a friend who I met. I've seen her and we've talked sporadically, but we like met at the summit in November. It's a Braveheart girl, and we had coffee this morning. We've been trying for a while to have coffee, and we had coffee this morning, and it was special. It was sweet. She really feels like she spoke some stuff into our lives as it relates to what God has for us in Brazil, related to being connected with Braveheart and just bringing the gospel in that way. And if y'all want to Braveheart, you can look it up. Braveheart. It's braveheart.run or something. It's Peter Lewis's ministry, but it's just a revelation of the finished work and the gospel, and we've been super impacted by it. And they really focus on just bringing people into your home, around the table, around the Lord's Supper, and talking about the gospel. And I may have shared that already, but anyways, we just sat together. It was good. It was awesome. It was encouraging. Then John Paul called, and his car wasn't working, so I had to go pick him up. But we just prayed together for a few minutes, and I felt like, she was saying, like, it's the right time, and that I was birthing, like, the nations. You know, it was time of birthing the nations. And I was just remembering, like, as she was praying, a few things that I remembered was, like, I mean, would have said, when I was 18, I was in college and I was doing Latin American studies and religious studies. Those are the two, like, focuses I had in history, in my liberal arts degree. And I was like, I'm gonna be a missionary to South America. That's what I felt. And I think my life has gone so far, and I forgot that I was carrying that, and I had a word, you know, like, blessed are the people who go, the feet of those who go to spread the good news. And I'd had these words then, and I just have, even though we're preparing to go to Brazil, I feel like there's just something that has gotten, like, kind of detached in my heart as relates to missions. But that's what I feel like we're going to do, and it's a fulfillment of things that God spoke a long time ago. And so I was remembering that. I thought the Lord was reminding me of that while she was sharing it. And then the other thing, she was just breaking off the spirit of unbelief. And as she was praying that, I, like, saw, like, and I've been in Exodus and I'm in Leviticus in my reading, but, like, this moment where they come out of Egypt and they arrive at the border of Canaan, and God's ready to lead them over, and, you know, Caleb and Joshua go, and they're like, it's amazing, let's go. And everybody else is like, but what about the giants? And I felt like the Lord was like, are you gonna, like, look to the good report? You know, I just felt that, like, I'm bringing you into the promised land, and there are giants in the land, but I'm gonna slay them for you. And I'm just, like, inviting me to, like, recognize this as the ending of a season and going into the promised land, and that I have to partner with him in that. And then the other thing that I really felt, like, as we were praying, and I was praying, you know, with her, was this message of the gospel is awakening hearts, specifically of believers, not just unbelievers, but believers of the righteousness of Christ. And I kept feeling like we're going to make the bride ready in Brazil, and until that they would be dressed in the bridal clothes. And the bridal clothes, you know, that parable or the story that Jesus tells about the wedding feast, that there are people who were invited that choose not to come, and then he goes to the streets and calls everybody in, and that's the inclusion of the Gentiles. But then there's a man at the bridal feast that doesn't have wedding clothes, and the wedding clothes is the righteousness of Christ. Like, it's his righteousness. It's not our righteousness. It's his righteousness. So we're clothed in his righteousness. And I just felt like we're going to make the bride ready, that she would be clothed in righteousness, and carry that just message to whoever God calls us to sit with in Brazil. So yeah, we have a meeting on Wednesday night at dinner already set up with one of the leaders, and that makes from Braveheart on Wednesday, and that's super exciting, just because we really would like to be connected, and been praying that the Lord would connect us if it was supposed to be a connection, that we would be connected. So that was encouraging. It's been a long day. It's just a constant like choice to, like, keep my heart soft, keep our hearts soft towards each other as a family. It's high stress, it's tension, a lot of tension, and just trying to be kind to each other. So thank you, Jesus, for your grace. We have church in the morning. I've just went to the storage unit and loaded up a bunch of stuff to give to different people. And then we have a friend coming over after church to help us. Kinley. Our friend is going to help us just get some more stuff done. Hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit more productive afternoon, at least. I'm going to have lunch with a friend, and then after that we'll come home and get some stuff done, hopefully. Get some stuff moved out of the house, maybe. So we're getting there, a little out of time. All right, good night, y'all. See you tomorrow.